Hey, what's going on, people? Welcome to Raleigh Sports Talk. And guess what? It is my favorite pastime, Monday Night Football. Al, Hank, and Dan, all that good stuff from back in the day. It is Monday Night Football. And tonight, it is probably the best game of the week between, the teams that are playing and plus, playoff implications. So we have the Ravens versus the Browns. So this is going to be a good game, at least in my opinion. Granted, in the NFL, we have no clue what's going to happen week to week. That's what makes this sport so special. You can have a close game, you can have a blowout, you can have an upset. It's just what makes this game so special. This is why I love it. So do me a favor real quickly. Before you get into this video, like and subscribe to this page. And you can see all Raleigh Sports Talk, and what happens from Raleigh Sports Talk. So guess what? Let's go ahead right into it. So let's go to the next page here real quickly. So the spread for those that are gambling tonight. This game is predicted to be won by the Ravens by 3 points, and the Browns are at +3. So for those that don't understand, at least for the gambling aspect of it, so when you see a team with a negative sign in it, that means they are the favorite. When you see a plus sign, that means they are the underdog. So for tonight's game, guess what? The Ravens are the favorite. The over-under, 45.5. So those in the know, the big wigs, the whoever you want to call them, they say tonight's game between both teams will not have more than 45.5 points scored between the both of them. To me, personally, this line is a little bit low. But I understand why they put that line there, and I'm going to get to that in a second. So, let's deal with the money line again for you gamblers out there. So, not everybody's a gambler. You got some people at the end of the day, they are only dealing with confidence pools, what have you. So, the Ravens are picked at -170. So if you do not understand, this is how it goes. If you pick the Ravens to win, you need to put up $170 just to win 100. If you pick the Browns to win, you need to put up 100 just to win $150 back. So guess what? With the Browns especially, because a lot of people take the underdog. So you will put up 100, so you win 100 back, and then you will win an extra 170. With the Ravens, because they're the favorite, you will put up 170 and you only win $70 back. That's just how it goes when it comes to sports gambling. Guess what? Vegas and whatever sports book you use, they're not trying to take a loss. So let's go to our next slide real quickly. We're going to get to the players real quickly. The Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns, oh my gosh, they have been the Cleveland Browns, the suck-ass team of the NFL for the last 25 years. And I'm going to get to that real quickly because guess what? It looks like the tide is finally turning. The Browns, they have the 16th ranked offense and the 15th ranked defense in the entire NFL. So they are a good example of a middle of the road team. But at the same time, 15th and 16th mean at the end of the day, you can go from that particular week to the 8th or to the 24th. You see how the NFL, at the end of the day, it is a week-to-week game. Do not get crazy about records, what have you, especially if you are gambling. So again, the Browns have the 16th ranked offense. That means total yards. All the yards combined between running, passing, special teams, They also have the 15th ranked defense. That's the reverse of that. So at the end of the day, how much they allow running and passing. The other team is tonight the Baltimore Ravens. Quick tidbit, 25 years ago till this day, the Baltimore Ravens actually used to be the Cleveland Browns. They used to be. So in about 1997, 1998 time frame, the Cleveland Browns picked up all of their gear and went to Baltimore. So we did not have a Cleveland Browns team for about, I think, maybe 1 year, maybe 2 years. But at the end of the day, the NFL came up with a strategy where all the Cleveland Browns records, players, and everything like that was left in Cleveland. Baltimore did not get to keep it, unlike Indianapolis Colts, where a lot of our grandparents, stuff like that, they may call them the Baltimore Colts still to this day. But guess what? All Johnny Unitas, his records, they belong in Indianapolis right now. That does not happen in Baltimore. Because at the end of the day, a guy like Bernie Kosar, guess what? His records still remain in Cleveland. But tonight's opponent is the Baltimore Ravens. So let's get to the next slide. The Ravens, they have the 21st ranked offense and the 10th ranked defense. And we're going to get into this real quickly because it's not going to be a long video. But guess what? Their defense and offense is kind of an anomaly. This game tonight comes down to the Ravens defense versus the Browns offense. The Browns offense is clicking right now. You have Baker Mayfield, who I am not a fan of, but I mean, he's an Oklahoma boy. I'm a Midwest boy. You know what I mean? I like him, but I don't like him. But at the end of the day, he has some weapons. He has Landry. Landry is a 10-catch machine. Easily, any game he wants to, he can take 10 catches easily each game. And then he has the hellified backfield of Chubb and Hunt, which leads them to having the number 3 rushing offense in the entire NFL. So guess what? These boys can run. And on top of that, Chubb and Hunt, they are definitely yin and yang. Chubb is your battle back. He's the guy that's going to, run into you, use the shoulder pass, what have you. Hunt, on the other hand, he's not doing all that. He's a shifty back. So he's going to catch the ball at the backfield. And that's what leads them to having the number 3 rushing offense in the entire NFL. But the Ravens are 13th against the run. Now, that's not the greatest stat in the world, but at the same time, it is at the top tier of the NFL because the NFL has 32 teams. So if they was a middle of the road team, guess what? They'll be number 16. But they're below that. So let's get into our next slide. Let's see what I brought card here. The wild card. The love affair is over. It's over. Lamar Jackson. Lamar is good. He's going to win some games and all that good stuff. But guess what? There's one significant problem with Lamar Jackson. He cannot maintain the pocket. And what I mean by that, for him to be a quality NFL starter, he's going to learn how to throw the ball while he's in the pocket, not running, not going left or right. But guess what? All the NFL defenses have seen what he's going to do. So this is what he's going to do. Your two defensive ends, they're going to box him in. And you're going to put a middle linebacker or a spy on him. Guess what? That keeps him from running. So guess what? They're going to keep him in the pocket. I personally think the love affair is over, but he cannot maintain the pocket. But guess what? In tonight's game, he definitely will, because here's the problem. The Browns are on a significant game winning streak, and that ass whooping they put on the Titans last week, they are going to come down real quick from that ass whipping. And guess what? On top of that, the Ravens are fighting for their playoff lives. They went from the number 1 seed in the AFC last year to right now. They're out of the playoffs, but they still have a chance. Pretty much, they control their own destiny. But Lamar Jackson, it is over. But again, tonight he will. So let's get into my predictions. I have this game going 31-21 in the Ravens, and there's a reason for that. Because guess what? The Browns are flying high. But every now and then, you need to be smacked the fuck out, and you need to come down for 1 week. Just 1 week. So as of right now, they're 8-3. 9-3 could get them into the playoffs, but as of right now, it's not 100% certified. But the Browns are good. They're good. But at the end of the day, Lamar Jackson will have a hellified game tonight. It's the first hellified game. I don't mean like him running. He's going to throw. He's going to pass. He's going to do a lot of stuff tonight. So the Browns are coming down from their about 3-week high. On top of that, for those that are gambling, the over-under initially was 45.5. But since I have it 31-21, I have the over-under at 52. So if you are gambling, in my opinion, I'm not an expert, you can take it how you want to. Guess what? You should take the over on this particular game and go ahead and come out with some, with some dollars in your pocket. So these are my predictions. And guess what? Thank you for watching Riley's Talk. Do me a favor. Hit the like and subscribe button. Definitely if you like my content. Thank you.